Hello everyone. My food secret. 10 skillet breads marathon. 5 bread recipes in a pan. 5 bread recipes in the oven. Ready, let's start. Lahoh Yemenite pastry. Ingredients: 5 cups liver flour, 1 heaping tablespoon yeast, 2 tablespoons semolina, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, 4 cups lukewarm water. Preparation: put 2 cups water in a bowl. Add the yeast and mix well. Add the semolina and mix well. Add the flour, the sugar, and salt, and mix. Add the water gradually and continue to mix. It is very important to add the water gradually. When mix, feel if there are lumps. Continue to mix well and add the water gradually. Mix until no lumps. Pay attention. The batter should be liquid. Check that there are no lumps of semolina in the batter. If there are lumps, you can put in a food processor and grind. Cover the bowl with a towel and set aside for an hour. Very important not to mix. Take 1 tablespoon ladle to put the batter in the cold pan. Move the pan to the sides. Let the batter be on the whole pan. Put the pan on the gas on high heat. Pay attention to the bubbles. When the dough dries from the top, lower the heat Put on a wooden cutting board for another minute. The bread gets a nice golden color from the bottom. Take out from the pan. Cool the bottom of the pan with cold water and wipe. It is very important to cool every time the pan does not forget not to mix the batter. Put the pan on high heat. Pay attention to the bubbles. Lower the heat and put over a wooden cutting board for about another minute. Continue to prepare until the batter runs out. Very important to have bubbles in the batter. And do not mix. If you do not have bubbles in the batter, there will be no holes in the bread. So it is easy to make this bread. Do not lay on top of each other until they cool. From the batter, I made 10 per bread. This bread is usually served with Yemeni soup and fenugreek. Recipe for Yemeni soup and fenugreek. You can watch my channel on YouTube. My food secret. Subscribe to my channel. Let's move on to the next recipe. Turkish pita bazlama. Ingredients: 2 cups sifted flour, 100-gram yogurt, rich and thick, 3/4 cup water, 1 heaping tablespoon yeast, 1 teaspoon olive oil, ½ teaspoon sugar, 1/4 teaspoon salt. To coat olive oil, sesame, and hyssop. Preparation: put the yeast in a bowl, 1/4 cup water, and sugar, and mix well. Set aside for 5 minutes. Add the olive oil to the yogurt bowl. Mix well. Set aside. Make a hole in the flour. Pour the yeast into it. Add the salt. The yogurt. And mix. Add the water gradually. Knead until a uniform dough. Sprinkle a little flour on the work surface. Put the dough. Sprinkle a little flour on the dough. Knead for another 5 minutes. It is very important to process the dough. Grease a bowl. Put the dough in a bowl. Cover with a towel. Set aside for 20 minutes. Sprinkle a little flour on the work surface. Put the dough. Sprinkle a little flour over the dough. And knead. Cut the dough into 4. From each part, create a ball. Sprinkle some flour on the work surface. Put a ball. Opens to the shape of a pita. Apply olive oil. Sprinkle over sesame and hyssop. Put a pan on the gas. Over medium-low heat, put a little oil in the pan. Oil hot. Put the pita in the pan and fry until the bottom is a beautiful golden color. Turn to the other side and fry until the bottom is a beautiful golden color. When the pitas come out of the fryer, spread olive oil. Sprinkle over sesame and hyssop. So delicious. You want more and more. My food secret. Subscribe to the channel. Let's move on to the next recipe. Semolina bread in a pan. Ingredients: 480 grams sifted flour, 120 grams semolina, 1 tablespoon yeast, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 tablespoon oil, 400 milliliter warm water. Preparation: put the warm water in a bowl. The yeast, the sugar. Mix lightly. Add the oil, the semolina, and mix. Add the flour, the salt. Mix lightly. Knead into a dough. If the dough is too sticky, moisten your hands slightly. Continue kneading until smooth dough. Lightly grease the bowl. Sprinkle a little semolina. Place the dough in the bowl. Brush a little oil on top. Sprinkle a little semolina. Cover with a towel. Set aside for 1 hour. After 1 hour, The dough has risen. Knead slightly. Release the air. Lightly grease the work surface. Place the dough. Cut into 2 equal parts. Shape a ball. Place it on the work surface. Brush a little oil on top. Flatten slightly into a round shape. Sprinkle a little semolina on top. Set aside. Prepare the second dough piece. Lightly grease the pan. Sprinkle a little semolina. Place the dough in the pan. Flatten slightly and cover with a lid. Prepare the second dough the same way. Set aside for 15 minutes. Pay attention. The dough rose inside the pan. Place the pan on the stove over medium-low heat and fry about 5 minutes on each side until a nice golden color. Place a cutting board on the pan and flip. Set aside. Add a little oil to the pan. Return the bread to the pan on the other side and fry for another 5 minutes with a lid. Until nicely golden. Place a cutting board on the pan and flip. Set aside. Cool completely. Pay attention how soft the bread is and very, very tasty. My food secret. Subscribe to the channel. Let's move on to the next recipe. Moufleta Moroccan pastry. Ingredients: half a kilo of sifted flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon sugar, cup and 1 or 2 of water, and oil. Preparation: put the salt, sugar, and water in the flour bowl. Knead until a smooth dough forms. Set aside. In another bowl, put oil on it. Grease my hands a little. Form balls of dough. Put them in the bowl with the oil. Set aside for half an hour. Put baking paper on the work surface. Spread a little oil on it. Take a ball from the bowl of oil. Place it on the baking paper. Place it on top of another baking paper. With slightly greased hands, roll the dough out in a circular motion into a large circle. Peel off the top baking paper. Put an upside-down pot on the gas stove over medium-low heat. Grease the pot only for the first time. Turn the dough over on the pot. Peel off the baking paper. In the meantime, roll out another ball of dough. Place it on the dough on the pot. Peel off the baking paper. Turn over to the other side. This is how I keep putting dough on top of each other. Every time put dough on top of each other, turn everything over. When have a pile, take out about 5 or 6 onto a plate. Continue making the rest until finish all the dough. You can spread whatever you want. Honey maple, chocolate cheese, whatever you like. My food secret. Subscribe to my channel. Let's move on to the next recipe. Pita bread. Ingredients: 6½ cups sifted flour, 1 and 2 cups water, 1 and 2 cups milk, 1 tablespoon yeast, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, 50 grams butter optional. Preparation: put the milk and water in the microwave for 30 seconds each time until the milk and water are warm. Put in a bowl the water, the milk, the yeast, and the sugar, and mix well. Add all the flour to the bowl. And the salt. Mix a little. And knead until a uniform dough. Pay attention. The dough is almost non-sticky. Sprinkle a little flour on the work surface. Place the dough and knead for a few minutes. It is very important to process the dough. Grease a bowl. Place the dough in a bowl. Cover with a towel and set aside for an hour. The dough rises. Sprinkle a little flour on the work surface. Place the dough and knead a little. Cut the dough into 10 equal parts. From each part, I create a ball. Sprinkle a little flour on the work surface and place the balls. Covers the balls in a towel or plastic wrap. Spread a little flour on the work surface. Place a bowl and knead to form a pita. Put a pan on the gas. On medium-low heat. Heats the pan and place the dough. Fry until I see bubbles on top. And turns to the other side and fry until the dough is slightly golden on the bottom. And turns to the other side. Pay attention. I turn from time to time so that the dough doesn't burn. The dough turns golden from the bottom. Turn to the other side. Pay attention. How the pita is raised. Take out to a plate and cover with a towel. Knead each ball separately and not all of them together. Pay attention. How the dough turns golden from the bottom. Turn to the other side. And so continue to make the Indian pita breads. Pay attention, soft pita. You can spread melted butter on the pita, optional. You can fill with whatever you want. My food secret. Subscribe to the channel. Let's move on to the next recipe. The secret to the softest stick rolls. you will ever make. Ingredients: 5 heaping cups sifted flour, 720 grams, 1 cup of lukewarm water, 1 cup of lukewarm milk, 1 tablespoon yeast, 2 heaping tablespoons sugar, 3 tablespoons oil, ½ teaspoon salt, 40 grams butter at room temperature, another 20 grams of butter to spread on the dough, 2 eggs separated into whites and yolks. I am keeping the yolks to brush over the rolls. Sesame seeds for decoration. Preparation: put the water in a bowl. The milk, the yeast, the sugar, the egg whites, and the oil. Mix well. Add half of the flour and mix. Add some flour and mix. Add the rest of the flour. Knead a little. While the dough has not yet come together, add the butter. Continue to knead. Add the salt. Knead until the dough is uniform. You can also add the salt before adding the butter. Knead a little, add the butter, knead into a uniform dough. Grease the dough in the bowl. Cover with a towel. Place in a warm spot for an hour and a half. Knead the dough slightly. Sprinkle a little flour on the work surface and place the dough. Sprinkle a little flour on the dough. Knead it slightly. Prepare 16 balls from the dough. Cover the balls with a towel. Continue making the rest of the balls. Take the first ball I prepared, Roll it out into a thin dough in an elongated rectangle shape. Spread a little butter on the dough, leaving the edges clean. Roll it up. Apply flour to 2 long sticks. Pay attention to how I place the dough on the sticks. Once from the right side and once from the left side, until the end of the dough. Rotate the sticks gently. Pull them out. Then place it on a baking tray with parchment paper. Cover the rolls with a towel. Continue to prepare all 16 rolls. Pay attention. Stretch the dough over the sticks. There is a gap between the sticks. They are not pressed against each other. Set aside for 20 minutes. Add 1 teaspoon of water to the egg yolks. Mix well. Brush the rolls with the egg wash. Sprinkle sesame seeds on top. Place in a preheated oven. Israel 180 degrees. United States 350 degrees. Bake for 25 to 30 minutes until they reach a beautiful golden color. Take the rolls out of the oven. Cover them with a towel and let them cool completely. The rolls are so soft and delicious. You can freeze these rolls. And whenever you want, just thaw them out. That way they stay fresh. My food secret. Subscribe to my channel. Let's move on to the next recipe. Sweet challah bread, the softest in the world. Ingredients for 1 challah. If you want 2 challah loaves, double the ingredients. "500 grams sifted flour, 1 tablespoon yeast, 4 tablespoons olive oil, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 4 tablespoons honey or sugar, 1 1/4 cups water, sesame seeds for topping, 1 egg for brushing. Preparation: I add to the bowl with the flour all the dry ingredients and mix well. I add the oil and gradually add the water and knead until a smooth dough forms. I lightly grease the bowl and the dough. I cover with a towel and place the bowl in a warm spot for 1 and 2 hours. I punch down the dough and knead slightly. I cover again with a towel and place in a warm spot for another half hour. Look how the dough has risen. I punch it down again. I grease a loaf pan. I take a portion of the dough and form a ball, then shape the ball into a slightly elongated shape and place it in the greased pan. Once again, I take another portion of the dough and roll it into a ball. And place it in the pan. I cover with a towel and set aside for another half hour. Look how the dough has risen. I beat an egg. And brush it over the dough. You can sprinkle sesame on top, poppy seeds, whatever you like. I sprinkle fennel seeds, this is how I prepare the second challah as well. I place them in a preheated oven. Israel 180 degrees Celsius. United States 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And bake for about 35 to 45 minutes. Until the challahs are a beautiful golden color. My bread is ready. I cover it with a towel and let it cool completely. My food secret. Subscribe to my channel. Let's move on to the next recipe. Delicate rolls. Ingredients: 5 cups of sifted flour, 2 cups of hot milk, 400 ml, spoon of yeast, 2 tablespoons of oil, teaspoon sugar, flat teaspoon salt, sesame for decoration, hyssop for decoration, and another teaspoon of salt. Preparation: heat the milk in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. You can heat the milk on the gas. Put it in a bowl, the milk, yeast, sugar, and a flat teaspoon of salt. Mix well. Add the flour gradually. Mix well. Knead into dough. The dough is sticky. Place the dough on the work surface. Continue to knead the dough until smooth dough. Put the dough in a bowl. Add the oil gradually. Continue to knead until the dough smooth and elastic. At first the dough slides, but slowly the oil is absorbed and the dough becomes smooth and elastic. Cover the bowl with a towel and let it sit for an hour. Put the dough on the work surface. Knead a little. Divide the dough into 6 parts. Of any pot, create a bowl and sets aside. Flatten the ball into a circular shape with the thickness of half a semi. And roll and insert the ends into tighten the dough the entire length. Push the edges inward slightly. Rolls more at the edges. Then in the middle, putting on a baking pan with baking paper. Fill up with water, about 3/4 of the height of the pot. Adding a teaspoon of salt and mix. Bring to a boil. The water boils. Put into the pot. Cook 1 minute for each side. Takes out into a baking pan with baking paper. Cut stripes at equal distances diagonally. All the way. Scatters over some with sesame and some with hyssop. Put in a preheated oven. Israel 200 degrees. United States 400 degrees. Bake for about 25 minutes until dark yellow. Takes out of the oven, puts on a grid. Covers with a towel. Cools completely. My food secret. Subscribe to my channel. Let's move on to the next recipe. Jerusalem bagels. Ingredients: 1 kilo sifted flour, 2 3-cup oil, 5 tablespoons sugar, 2 level tablespoons yeast, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 level teaspoon salt, 2 and 2 cups water. I start with 2 cups. Egg for brushing. For topping sesame and za'atar, preparation: add the yeast to the flour bowl and mix. Add baking powder and mix. Pay attention. In this recipe, I use both baking powder and yeast. Add the sugar and salt and mix. Add the oil and 2 cups of water and mix. Knead into a dough. If the dough is too soft, add a little flour. If the dough is too hard, add a little water. Knead until smooth. Sprinkle some flour on the work surface. Place the dough. Knead for a few minutes. Keep kneading until the dough is smooth and not sticky. Grease a bowl. Brush a little oil on the dough. Place it in the bowl. Wrap the bowl with plastic wrap. Set aside for 1 hour. Sprinkle flour on the work surface. Place the dough and knead and deflate it. Divide the dough into 4 equal parts. From each piece, I make a ball and set aside. Line a baking tray with parchment paper and lightly grease. Roll the dough ball lengthwise. If it's not smooth and nice, fold it in half and roll again lengthwise. Place on the baking tray with space between. Brush with egg. Onto I sprinkle sesame. And on the other 2 Smadar, you can add whatever you like. "15 minutes before baking. Turn on the oven. Israel 180 degrees. United States 350 degrees. Place the trays on the oven. Cover with a towel and wait another half hour. Put the trays in the oven. Bake for 35 or 40 minutes until a nice golden color. Place the trays on a rack. Cool completely. If you want the bagels soft on the outside and inside, Cover with a towel. I prefer crispy outside and soft inside. The bagels are soft and delicious. My food secret. Subscribe to my channel. Let's move on to the next recipe. Crispy rolls. Ingredients: 3 2 cups of sifted flour, spoon yeast, 3 tablespoons of sugar, teaspoon salt, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and a glass of water. Sesame for coating, and a bowl with cold water. Preparation: put in a bowl water, sugar, and yeast. Mix well. Set aside for 10 minutes. Add to the bowl of flour the salt and oil and mix. Add the yeast bowl. Knead until a uniform. If the dough is too sticky, add a little flour. Sprinkle a little flour on the work surface. Place the dough. Continue to knead until smooth and uniform dough. Grease a bowl. Place the dough. Cover with a towel. Set aside for an hour. Knead the dough a little. cut into 6 parts. From each part, create a ball. Place on the work surface. Cover with cling film. Wait half an hour. Make a hole in the middle of the ball. Increases the hole slightly. Immerse in cold water. Expect sesame. Place on a baking sheet with slightly greased baking paper. This is how I make all the balls. A preheated oven in Israel 180 degrees, United States 350 degrees. About 30 minutes until nicely golden color. Pay attention. How soft inside and crispy from the outside. My food secret. Did you like it? Subscribe to my channel. My cookbooks on Amazon. Good luck. A new marathon is coming.